Okay, we have wrapped up our study of the early church, and it's time to transition into the medieval era of the church. This era often is a challenge for us to understand. Many Christians today are troubled by the different doctrines and practices of the medieval church. But some differences have a positive aspect. Modern Christianity is fractured with denominations and theological disputes. Yet, there was a time when Christianity was one. We long for political leaders who identify themselves as Christians. Yet, there was a time when all leaders did so. We complain that our culture is secular. We wish that television, movies, and the media represented Christian values rather than lust and consumerism. And yet, there was a time when popular culture was Christian. That time is known as the medieval era. Christianity was different during the medieval era. The union of church and state was the political and ecclesiastical reality. Catholicism was the dominant religion. The emphasis was on works. Think of it as Christianity put into practice. But superstitions were rampant. The cult of the saints, pilgrimages and relics, purgatory, transubstantiation. The study of the medieval church is crucial because many of us minister in cultures dominated by Roman Catholicism. And this unit examines the rise of two Catholic institutions, the papacy and monasticism. These two institutions combined their energies to inspire missionaries who carried the gospel and planted churches in frontier territories. We'll consider the two geographic contexts of the medieval church, the West and the East, and the many differences between the two that ultimately led to the Great Schism. Next in this unit, we study the rise of Islam. Even in a course on Christian history, we must be familiar with Islam because of its impact on the church in the medieval era, not to mention its presence in headlines today. Finally, we conclude this unit with medieval politics, which means the feudal system. Feudalism was a system of private government that encompassed even church life. Well, we have a lot to cover in this transitional unit that moves us well into the medieval church. It will be new territory to many of you, so keep your eyes and ears open and see what you can learn.